Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Terrena Scannell.
And I'm Hunter Reis. I did see you there. You can't hide.
Welcome to another brand spanking new Wednesday episode of Common Agenda.
All your favorites are back. We've got news, events, special guest stars, a chance to enter the Common Agenda sweepstakes to win a free trip to the Atlantis resorts in the Bahamas. Ask your parents before entering.
That's right, Hunter, and we'd like to extend a very special thanks to our top sponsors, Mom and Dad. I guarantee you don't want to miss a single second of this episode, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to Common Agenda. You didn't miss much over the break between episodes. We were just sitting here waiting for you to come back. Anyway, you're in for a treat today. Here are the latest news stories. South by Southwest was held in Austin this previous week, and attendees got to hear the next big thing. Spoiler alert, he's from Emerson. Sophomore marketing student slash pop singer Scott Isbell performed at the festival on March 21st in front of massive crowds. If that wasn't enough to impress you, then you are quite hard to impress. He also got to perform alongside members of the Wu-Tang Clan, with whom he shares a manager. Congratulations, Scott, and remember us at Common Agenda when you make it big. Seriously, my name's Hunter Reis. Boys and girls, we are about to see a lot more Emersonians on television this fall. No, the Hunter Reis Show has not been picked up yet. However, Emerson alum Ben Aaron's show Crazy Talk has been picked up by NBC for fall of 2015. The show, which he'll host alongside Tanisha Thomas of Bad Girls Club, is a daily comedy show which will feature a live studio audience, pre-recorded segments, and man-on-the-street interviews. Way to go, Aaron, and please don't hesitate to call us if you need guests. We're kind of professionals. Speaking of talented Emersonians, this past Sunday was the Emerson Film Festival, which featured films from over a dozen Emerson students and alumni. The young filmmakers competed against each other in categories such as narrative and documentary filmmaking because it wouldn't be an Emerson event unless it was a contest and the students received awards. Winners of the festival will have their work submitted to the Emerson Los Angeles Festival in the fall. Monday was National Puppy Day, and seeing how everyone at Emerson these days is suffering from either seasonal affective disorder or a bad case of mid-semester blues, it's good to remember that our four-legged friends are still panting, wagging, peeing, and generally just being adorable. Several Emerson students joined in the festivities by posting pictures of their own puppies online and reminding us that even in these dark times, there is always something worth celebrating. Registration begins tomorrow, students, and be prepared to have some changes to make at the last minute. Emerson is known for having some of the best classes offered to students, and who wouldn't want to soak up all that awesome knowledge? And if you are finishing the semester and never need to register again, so long to you, my friend. Enjoy a lifetime of searching for fame. And now we're going to hear from Sarah Fox with Weekend in the Bean.
Hey guys, I'm Sarah Fox and this is Weekend in the Bean. I'm asking Bostonians around Boston what they're doing during the snow and how they're having fun. So during this huge snowstorm, what have you guys been doing to keep yourselves entertained?
A lot of Netflix.
Yeah.
Been watching a lot of TV.
Me and my friend, we made we have like a stairs near our apartment. And we made almost like a sledding hill out of it.
Yeah, I think the only thing that kind of inhibits us from going out more is the train.
How have you been keeping yourself occupied during all this snow?
Well, I actually just joined the gym just because, I don't know, going out was kind of inconceivable in the snow, and I thought I needed a way to stay active, I guess.
Like, I still go out, and I just recently joined the gym across from my apartment, so I go there a lot. I try to spend as much time as I can there.
I keep myself occupied by playing snowball fights. It's very comfortable.
Watching YouTube.
Yes, I love it. So do you think on the weekends, do you feel like you don't want to go out because of all the snow and how cold it's been? Or do you still try to go out?
No, absolutely. I feel like my life's on pause.
With the T being closed and the Uber rates being crazy, it's so annoying.
So what would you say was your perfect day when you're snowed in?
Ooh, hot chocolate, magazines, nail polish, for sure.
I drink hot chocolate every day after I play in the snow.
Do you have marshmallows too?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to add the marshmallows. So good. What about you? Perfect day.
I'd have a good breakfast with hot chocolate. I'd go outside and I'd play in the snow because I love the snow, even though it's horrible. And then I'd go out inside and have ice cream and watch movies.
And what about outfits? Do you say that you have to wear different things now because of the snow, different shoes, different jackets?
Yeah, I have to wear like an ugly jacket every time I go out.
And do you build snowmen?
Some of the times.
So would you say though, is this weather make you want to build a snowman or no?
I actually built one last night.
So you don't want to build a snowman, Lauren?
No pro snowman.
Even with all the snow, it looks like Boston residents are still trying to have fun. I'm Sarah Fox, and this is Weekend in the Bean.
Hello, I'm your in-studio correspondent, Rosalia Fodera, and today we're talking to Brian Dratch from Kidding Around. Brian, what's your role at Kidding Around?
Right now, I'm directing Kidding Around's production of Shrek the Musical.
Now, how did you come up with doing Shrek?
So I had the opportunity to see Shrek in New York a few years ago, and I fell in love with the show. The musical has all of the outrageous comedy of the movie, plus some great, wonderful musical numbers. And what the show does really well is it delves into the character from the movie's backstories. And it talks about the themes of overcoming bullying and celebrating our differences, which I thought would be a great fit for Kidding Around.
Now, what shows do you guys have coming up? When is this gonna come out?
Sure. So Shrek is at the very beginning of May. We open Friday and Saturday, May 1st and 2nd. And right now, Kidding Around also has a play called Miss Electricity, which is also in the Cabaret Theater this Saturday and Sunday.
Now, if people want to go to either of those shows, where can they get tickets?
They can reserve their tickets on the Kidding Around Facebook page. Just search Kidding Around on Facebook and it should come up, and tickets are free.
That's easy and free. Now, how big is your crew that you work with?
Sure. So we have a crew I've never thought about that. We have a costume designer, Polly Hilton, and a music director, a choreographer. Our scenic design is by Tyler Ramirez. We probably have, we have a hair designer, a makeup designer, so we have a big old crew. And we also have a cast of 15 wonderfully talented actors.
Now, what are you most excited to see come alive?
I am most excited to see the costumes and the set. We're actually telling this story in a fairly fresh way in order to help the young audience of children that will be at the shows kind of relate to the themes. We're doing a concepted version of the show where the cast plays an ensemble of children that are going to be using toys and dress-up clothes to tell the story of Shrek.
So I have to ask, are you guys going to have the little gingerbread man?
Yes, we definitely are. It's a very fun character.
Is Shrek going to be green, or how are you guys going to do that?
So I think that's a surprise that I'll save for when the audience comes to the show, but there will be no green face paint involved.
Oh. Now, if people want to get involved with Kidding Around next semester, what should they do?
So Kidding Around produces at least 2 shows every semester, typically a play and a musical. And you can get involved by auditioning at the Student Theater Alliance Common auditions, which typically take place the first or second weekend each semester.
Well, thank you, Brian, and I hope the show goes amazing. And now we'll hear from Elias Gangas with Stage Spotlight. Happy birthday, Elias.
Hello, hello, hello. You're probably recognizing those curtains because this is Stage Spotlight. Hello everybody, my name is Elias Gangas and I am here with Mary Frances Noser, a freshman here at Emerson College. Mary Frances, what is your major?
I'm a BA acting major.
So as an acting major, what have you been up to this semester?
This semester, well, I was in the dressmaker with Emerson Shakespeare Society, but recently I wrote a play which is in the New Fest Selected Short Series this year produced by Emerson Stage.
So what really inspired you to go beyond just acting and start writing and maybe even directing? I'm not sure.
Well, actually, I plan on being a writer, a director, and an actor for both the stage and screen when I graduate. And I started writing when I was really little, but I started playwriting when I was in my high school, like junior year. And because I was in a playwriting class, and so I wrote Leave, which is the play in the New Fest Selected Short Series. It's the first play I ever wrote. And I wrote it about a breakup of a friendship, which was kind of inspired by me and my best friend. It didn't happen to us, but it was what could have potentially happened to us if either one of us had not grown and matured like we did.
So for all the people that obviously want to see this, where and when can we?
You can see it at 8 o'clock on Saturday, March 28th in the Semmel Theater.
Awesome. So as you told me, this is somewhat self-inspired. How long did it really take you to write this? And do you have any like tough past writing it? Because I, for one, could not write a play. I know I couldn't. So tell us about it.
Well, so I got the idea junior year, and then I wrote it, and then I kind of put it off to the side, and then I submitted it to the playwriting festival at my high school that they have for alumni and for high schoolers going into my senior year, and it was selected. And so then it was produced actually this last September at home, so I got to fly home and see that, which was really cool.
Wow.
And then I submitted it to the New Fest series. And then once it got into New Fest, I worked with Harsh Gugamal, who's my director, and he and I kind of went through and we did some other kind of like tweaking of edits.
So this has a lot of like history behind it.
Yes, it does.
Wow. And just one last question. Ultimately, if you had to sum it up in one sentence, what should we expect out of it?
Sometimes the best thing you can do for a person is let them go.
That's all the time we have. I've had a fantastic time talking with Mary Frances. As always, I'm your host, Elias Skangas, and thank you for tuning in to this week's segment of Stage Spotlight.
Where were you? Your mother and I were worried sick. Wipe that smirk off your face, sit down, and listen up. There's a whole world of upcoming events out there, and you're going to throw it all away just to goof off. Too much? We were trying a new angle to get you to go to those events. They're really fun, and we don't want you to miss them. But we can't make you go because I'm not your father. Here are your upcoming events. If you even remotely followed Oscar season, you heard about Selma. Honestly, so many snubs. If you somehow managed to miss this great movie in theaters, Emerson has got you covered. On March 30th, there will be a screening of Selma in the Bright Family Screening Room with a discussion of civil rights following the film. Panelists include faculty members Sylvia C. Spears and Professor Michael Brown, as well as student panelists Willie Burnley, Alexandria Ellison, Kai Sikowski, and Sheba Wood. The program starts at 7 p.m., so please get there early to get a good seat. You won't want to miss out on this great opportunity. Athletes of Emerson, if you exist, it's time to pay attention. This Saturday, the 3v3 basketball tournament will be held in the Matchmunkna Campus Center. This March Madness celebration will pit teams of 3 against each other in multiple divisions, with the winners getting free t-shirts, which is clearly the greatest grand prize of the history of mankind. For all you artsy students out there, there's something for you too. A prize will also be awarded to the most creative uniforms. The tournament is from 1 to 5, so go and watch your best friends try sports. It will be funny, I promise. In case you had no idea, the future is a terrifying place. Seriously. It's cold out there, and not just metaphorically. However, one professor is trying to make it a little less overwhelming. This Thursday, David Weinberger will host an event called Unanticipated: New Strategies for Dealing with the Future. Weinberger, a visiting communications professor, will discuss how the ever-changing platforms of our world are changing the culture, how culture works in society. The discussion starts at 6 p.m. in the Beard Room of LB, so bring your questions and quarter-life crises there. Stories are not just told through words. And before we had words, we had our bodies. And before we had our bodies, we had Hunter. But back to my point, X-Dance is a night of student choreographed storytelling through the body. Tickets can be purchased at any Emerson box office. The show goes up April 3rd through the 5th in the Green Theater. Get your tickets now. Come on, support your peers in art. Saturday night, March 28th, the news readings are happening in the Cabaret Theater in Little Building. Newsfest features original plays written by students and performed by students, from Octopi to middle school talent shows. This collection of art will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even barf your heart out. All shorts are directed by alumni Harsh Gugamal and will truly make you want to go write a play half as good as those you will see. Come on, we know you don't have any invites to cool parties this weekend. It's still too cold out to do anything. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for this week. Congrats on another top-notch episode, everyone, and especially to our crew.
And give it up for yourselves. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned until next week. Well, not literally. You can turn off your TV, walk around, maybe go to class or work. But be sure to clear your calendar for next Wednesday.
Yeah, don't miss it. Until then, stay cool, Common Agenders.